Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to the session. In this session, I'm going to take you through the various concepts about format painting, multiple value, transformation option, as well as we are getting it into fill series. There is fill series in Excel. We have something like filling or populating data in various methods, like we want even numbers, odd number, or we want gradual numbers, right? Using there are 2 3 concepts which is available in a part of fill series. Similarly, in fill series, there is something new added in Excel 2013 Flash Fill. The most important the tool they have added, one that we are going to explain. Similarly, Fill Justify, the normal fill series, the numerical values, and maybe if you want, we can also learn a date series also. Right now, I hope you are cleared with the last session topics on conditional formatting. In the earlier session, we have seen conditional formatting. These are the rules we have seen. All major 5 rules, starting from highlight cell rules, top bottom rules, data bars, and the color scales we have seen, and icon sets, and even I explained conditional formatting with the formula. We have taken 2 3 examples, like how to highlight the person or highlight the marks which are scoring average greater than or equal to 65, or whose score is greater than or equal to 350, right? We have seen this example in the last session. Those who are not attended my last session, please collect the recorded link from your chat window. Just now pasted it. And still, if you have a doubt, you can definitely anytime send the query to the available email ID. And today, starting with format painting, the small topic. Even I received 2 3 queries in the last week. So here in format painting, usually the format is the way we are formatting our data in which is there in the column or which is there in the row, or maybe combination of column and rows, right? So this is somewhat the data is. So format is what we are formatting. Like we can format as a whole tabular data, or we can format as an individual cell. That is the individual call. Now, as and when we format, say for example, if I am going to format this particular first row, what we can do, we can format means we can apply center alignment, right? Vertical center, horizontal center. Then we can apply background color. If you want to apply any color for the text, we can apply that. Similarly, whether we are going to apply bold or italic or underline, that we can decide. And similarly, if you want to apply a border for the background, okay, background cell. So that is what the format we are doing. Now once this formatting is done, the same thing I need to apply, say, in different places, or different Excel sheet, or maybe a different Excel workbook, right? So what are the procedures we have? So we can record the formatting. This is what we have done already. So I'm going to record this. We can record this in 2 steps. One is single click and the second one is double click recording. Now let me highlight this entire row. This is the entire row. Highlighted it. One click on format painting. One click, single one click. I'm just applying it on July or any other row. What happened? You just recorded the formatting and you applied it on this July row. So there ends the matter. So you have recorded something, you have applied it. But you want to apply for multiple row or multiple sheets. Then the procedure is double click procedure. Highlight the same, double click on this on the format painter, so that we are activating this forever, right? So this is activated. Now you are free to apply January or February, or you can go back to formula ribbon, you can apply there, right? Why the background is not come? Because there is a conditional formatting we have applied last time, so that is what is not coming. Otherwise, you can take any cell, any worksheet, we are able to apply this combination. We are able to do that. So as of now, this is activated. Still it is activated. Still it is running. We can go to any other Excel sheet. We can apply this format painting. Now once you click on escape, we just hit escape, or otherwise you just click on this format painter. You are coming back to the normal mode. So you don't have any other mode now. Even blank cell, recording something, all right? Double click on this and you are highlighting it on the row wherever you want, one cell or only one cell. See, you are highlighting that. So we are able to apply whichever cell we want, one cell or two cell, right? Multiple cell, because that's what the formatting we have recorded, right? So once this is done, and whenever you want to type something, the same thing will take place. The same formatting, same border color, same cell color, same font color, everything will be the same, because we have recorded this and we have applied wherever we wanted. Now this is your format painting, because basically required everywhere, because we cannot again and again do the formatting. Once this is recorded, or once we have certain patterns in the file, the same thing can be applied to various cells and columns and rows. So this is your format painting. The next one is, next topic I'm going to explore here is multiple value, right? Now before I explore this into the topic, say here, can we split this cell into two components? Okay, in Excel, if I ask you, or if I tell you to, can you split this cell B1 or cell D1? What will be the answer? What you are going to be the answer, right? You can say definitely, Darpan says definitely not possible, and Hitler, you said nope, I'm not sure what is the answer that, right? So if I say split that, Darpan definitely says no, Hitler says no, right? So Abhijit says possible sometimes, right? So usually you think of a concept, because Excel concentrate, even Gunjan Sethi says not possible. Definitely the concept wise, the distributing or splitting of the cell is not possible. What we are doing earlier, or in some cases what we do, we highlight cell B and C, right? We highlight cell B and C, we merge that cell, right, to incorporate more data or more characters in the particular cell, right? So particularly, so once we do this merging and unmerging, we are able to split this, because at present column B and C is merged and made it as a one particular cell. So this can be unmerged. So merge and the same time unmerge cell. So this we can do, because we are already merging two different cells with the two different columns. Then we are unmerging it. This method is possible. Now the next one is, so there is a question from Darpan. He says, how did you write this location slash sales value in that cell? That's what I'm coming back to that only. So before I get into the direct topic, I thought of explaining so possibilities, no possibilities, then we can come back to the topic. Now, so we are sure that we are not able to bifurcate the cell. We are not able to cut the cell, because if you cut, what will be the address of the cell? B1-1 or row 11? No, definitely not. So we are not able to do that. Now, some cases what happens, we have to type, say, location and the sales value. Say I'm typing Bangalore and the value 5000. For all the column you may require in one cell only. But in Excel, if I type Bangalore, Bangalore, and space, normal space, and 5000, you may be thinking that, some people definitely think that, so why don't you highlight Bangalore and apply the left alignment, and why don't you highlight 5000, apply right alignment? Because it is not going to take any alignment, because alignment is applied for entire cell. That this feature is activated when you click on the cell. These are the features are activated. These are the features. Otherwise, if you select only Bangalore, these features are not activated. why I'm trying all the possibilities, so you can clarify from all the angle. So now in Excel, alignment to the left or right or applicable to only one cell. Now in this case, what happened in this particular case, location and sales value, I'll just show you the option what I have done. So this is not the concept wise, this is physical, and the appearance we are able to show this type of effect. Right click on the cell, format cell, right click on the cell, format cell, and in the alignment tab, right click on the cell, and there is a alignment tab, the text alignment, distributed indent. What is distributed indent? We have left indent and the right indent, right? So in a Word document or any other word processing application, what we have? We have a left margin and the right margin. So distributed to two different margins. So how many? In this case, Bangalore is distributed to left and 5000 is distributed to right side. Similarly, the labels we are talking about, location and sales value, which is distributed into indent. One is location is left indent, and the sales value is the right indent. Now the horizontal axis, what is the horizontal here? In this case, this is the horizontal row. Okay, horizontal, don't go by column or row in this case. So horizontal direction is the distributed indent. Vertical direction, this is the vertical direction, go with the center. And text direction, you can decide, not decide, no issue, because here distributed indent, center, done. Only one, this indent is this particular space here. If I increase, so if I increase 3, or say maybe I can have, or maybe I'll show you 3 and say apply. So this gap, that is what indent, left indent and the right indent. But in this case, indent is pertaining to the particular cell, that is A1. So that indent which is applied through alignment of a cell, right click and alignment, format cell, alignment, distributed indent and vertical center, then E1. So if you have done this, not sufficient, I'm just going back to border color is anyways your choice. The border, in the border segment, after alignment we have a font, so don't worry about font. So go to border. In the border segment, how you are going to define or bifurcate the cell, -45 or a +45. Say if I am going to hit this or remove this, so this is usually 45-degree angle. So I'm activating this line. This time this is -45. So I can say plus, that is normal 45-degree line. I'm activating this and apply this. So we think that this particular cell is bifurcated into two way. That's what Darpan you wanted to clarify from your side. Guys, just confirm, because sometimes I may not know because I'm disconnected from internet or not. So definitely this is what you are talking about, right? Yeah, thanks Darpan for confirming. So this is how usually we can bifurcate the cell, not the concept wise we are not bifurcating the cell. So because why this is required, sometime we want to align the data, right? Sometimes we want to align the data, and sometimes we want to see show the location and the values in the same cell. So allot everything, right click, or maybe allot entire column, right click and the format cell. You can directly go to alignment, then say distributed indent and the center. This is what you can do. Otherwise, usually one cell, particular cell. How to type this? You may be thinking that, see, location, sales value. Yeah, there is a question from Gunjan. She says, is it possible to fill the color for different segment? Definitely not possible, because this is a one cell. Why I said? Because if I highlight this location alone, so these are the things which is not activated. Even this is not activated. One cell segment, one application. Either go with left, right, or whatever it is. You can go with that, right? Or go with the background color. We don't have something like distributing different cells. right? Or the colors to the different cells not possible. So you can right click and say format cell, and you can go with distributed indent. This is center, or if you want warp text, you can also go with the warp text and indent 0 or 1. This is your case 1 indent. You can apply that. So immediately distributed. So format painting and the multiple value, and even there are certain orientation options are available. Say for example, in Excel usually we are facing a lot of problem while taking printout, because the column labels are sometimes very big, like huge in width, right? So usually width only. Once we apply, say for example, if I type Delhi or if I type Mumbai, right, or Bangalore. So if I type this, or to adjust the data, and in this case what happens, numerical values are small in nature, or maybe I can show you with the fonts, various fonts. Right, so Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, we written. Similarly, you can align this vertical center or horizontal center. We can do that. Then similarly, say 6,000 and 7,000. So because in this case, there are a lot of space or the empty space are available here. In this case. So in that case, either we have to reduce the column width to adjust it to take the printout, or you can go with the orientation option. Orientation is here. This is the orientation. You can check the orientation: angle clockwise, angle counterclockwise, vertical. So we can also go with the vertical. Say vertical direction: Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore in vertical. Sometimes we may go for this option, or maybe we can reduce the font size. Right, reduce the font size, and we can set this values in the orientation. Even rotate text up. So this is much more easier than earlier one. So I'm able to, unless this values goes down, so you can reduce further. So in this case, you can save a lot of options. So another 3 more or 4 more columns can be added for different locations if you go by this option. Say rotate text up, rotate text down, reverse order, or rotate, or you can go with the alignments, in cell alignment. I hope you are able to see this in cell alignment. In that there is a orientation. So you can change the orientation however you want. Orientation -15, +15, right? Orientation, apply. So we can slant those text, right, using orientation option. So this is also one of the important concepts which is required. Otherwise you can go with normal one, which you have left, right, center alignment. And those who want to align this orientation with the indent, so here we can go with the normal. In distributed you can go with a 0, and we can go with a 0 also. So you don't want to leave the space, this particular space, so you can make that as 0 and apply that. So it will be adjusted to left side and the right side. Right, Manish? 0 indent. Done. So format painting, multiple value. Multiple values, we can add multiple value in the cell. That is the concept. The next one is, I'm just taking a little bit faster because they are very small topics and I need to explain fill series in depth. So transformation, there is one more option called transformation. Darpan, definitely I can tell you that indent option. I'll just go back, guys. Just go back. There is a query from Darpan. Say, yeah, indent. See, I've typed. So normal type only. I can say I'll type your, say I'm using your name, guys. So right, I'm typing Manish, and Darpan, right? I'm typing. Normally I'm typing in this particular cell and they're distributed. Distributed means this is the indent point here, the space or the space between this line and the Manish and space between N and this line. So that is what the indent is talking about here. So if I increase more indent, see indent number 6, 7, some cases. So what happens? Indent is closing down the distance. See, this is what the distance here. This distance and this distance. That is what the indent is. Right? So I'm just releasing this to usually 0 because this is what 0 shows the better one. If it is 1 also fine. So 0, that means I'm just making 0. That means there is no space between here M and the left line and N and the right line. So that is what required here. That is what your indent is. Fine. Next one is the transforming the data. Transforming. Usually earlier we had only few options or maybe not, where we used to do it in a manually. Suppose this label, this particular labels, right, written in horizontal, which is in row. Okay, these labels are written in row. Suppose somebody asks you to write one below the other. I have done so many times. I have copied one by one below the other. Otherwise, we can copy this entire row. I'm just copying this, Control C, and wherever you want, right? Maybe here or any other place. Right click, and there is something like transpose T, right? There is something like transpose. I just done for only one row now. Transpose. So automatically all data are placed one below the other. So earlier it was horizontal, now it is vertical. So this is one row. We can also go with multiple row, right? And please note, while copying the data, please copy the supported cells or calculation. In whichever cells are included in calculation, select those two because you will get the error. Suppose here, if I don't take entire thing, okay, this particular I'll take entire, instead of taking entire thing, I'll just copy, maybe unless if I go with absolute referencing, because there is absolute referencing. Sometimes formulas are in normal relative referencing, so you may face the problem or may not. Now in this case, if I take only this much, I'm leaving this particular part. I'm just copying this and somewhere here right click and say transpose. So all data, because see all the data are copied and all the data are placed horizontally. See here, this particular things are placed here, and I left this purposefully, this particular cell, because this is the total sales and this percentage is calculated based on this in this case. Okay, this is total sales, total of these many cells, 64,800. But here, how to identify the percentage of individual contribution? Say D4, D, $4 and divided by D9. So that is again $D and $9. So here we have used absolute referencing. When I copied this only the data till here, because my formula is referring this value and this value, but when I copied that and pasted, I am getting the correct result. Even though I have not considered this particular row, but I am getting the correct result because this formula is referring definitely this only. See, C16 divided by D9. So this value only. This particular value only. Now I'll just go back to one step. I'll just go back. Okay, I'll go back and say wherever the relative referencing is, this is normal relative referencing. Here also I'm going to convert this into normal referencing. I'm hitting F4 now. That means I'm removing that dollar symbol, F4. If you hit continuously, the dollar symbol will be removed. And enter. So this is what I'm just changing this to show you the difference. Okay, now if I copy only part of this only part of the cells, and I'm pasting this transpose. So here we'll get a definitely error. So earlier what was happened? Earlier we were using absolute referencing. This D9, this particular D4 or D9, we were using absolute referencing. Whenever you copy the data to some other sheet, so this will refer this value only. But in this case what happened? The second time I removed this dollar symbol from before D or this one. So everywhere relatively this value is changing. That is okay, because in normal calculation, percentage calculation, D4, D5, D6, D7 will be there, divided by this value 64,800, because how much Apple is contributing towards total sales. So it's the leading one, 37%, right? So even we can decimal value you can increase or decrease, this we can do. And here also see 22.69%, 31.25% based on the total sales. Now here we are getting the error because it's supposed to be D9 value, but it is considering H15 because my dimension is changed now. So somewhere it is H15, somewhere it is using H15 value because there is no value at all. If I type this 64, that in H15, 64,800. See, everywhere the result reflected, correct result reflected, because here also it is looking at H15, here also H15, here also H15. This particular cell, as soon as I enter 64,800, I am getting the result back on track. But usually you have to take care of this issues where while copying this along with the formulas, with formula, without formula, you have to take care of this. Otherwise, you don't have that much issue to deliver the data in different segment. And even part of the data, say here this is unit, here price per kilo, here is the calculation. If you want to take only part of the cell, whichever that ignoring the calculation part, that also possible. That also you can say transpose. So we are able to transpose vertically, and these data are horizontal now. And all other concepts are same as it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as it is. See here how many column? 1, 2, 3 column. In this case I just copied the data. 3 column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows were there. Now when you change the dimension, 3 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. Say column C to G. So but data is exact data is followed in the individual segment. Apple 100, that is correct, and 240 per kilo, that is correct. So transposing data from one angle to another angle, and sometimes the same embedded option is available in your chart option, pure chart and the normal chart. So there is something like when I explain the chart option, okay, in the next time whenever I'm going to explain the chart, whenever we insert the chart, say insert, I'll just use one chart, so maybe 2D or 3D chart. So as soon as we insert the chart based on the values, we have something like select data source and the same time transposing or switching over row data to column, column data to row. So this is what will happen, see, switching. So this angle, row, this is row labels and this is column label. So that is going to change automatically. See, I just change the angle, sales price per kilo here now, and all the fruit segments are here. So switching of the data from one angle to another angle. So here in normal transpose, we are just copying the data and pasting it. But here in the chart option, I will explain this chart and pure chart in a detailed manner. Not to worry. I'm not closing here itself. Just for your reference, I thought the same concept is applied in switching of the data. Switch row to column or column to row. The same option is available here. That's what we can make. These entries are legend entries, and in one more click, we can make fruits are as a legend entry. Legends are the representative colors in the entire chart concept. Say you can say that blue color representing apple, orange, mango. So they are called as a legends in the chart terminologies. So I'm just closing this chart. Hope this is clear now. The transposing of your data from one angle to another angle. So no need of doing copy paste job to get the things done. Maybe to changing the values from column to row, row to column, not required. We can go this. We can use this particular transpose option. Next one is I'm starting with fill series, right? In Excel, there are 2-3 concepts which is almost relatives, right? If I say relatives, like your custom list, I hope you remember what is custom list. Initially in first session only I said custom list, which is there in the Excel, and fill series, and the data which we are going to populate using fill series. All are similar type of concept only, but in custom list, we can only record alpha related values, not the numerical values. Alpha is A to Z character only we are able to record. Custom list. Guys, you remember what is custom list? Please confirm. So I should not simply talk on air. You know what is custom list and what is the normal. Venkat, you be frank, I don't mind, because you have to understand this concept, because I need to clarify from all the angle. Darpan, Manish. So what is the difference between Archana? Yeah, Archana said not sure, don't remember. Fine. Gunchan says data validation as custom list. Yeah, custom list is there in data validation. That is again depending upon our list only. Definitely, guys, once again I'm taking that. Now custom list in Excel. Yes, Darpan says January, February. That's the example he has given. Definitely, if I type JA, normal JA, and if I drag this, so I'm getting the duplicate of JA only. Then if I type JAN, one more character, and I'm dragging this, so I'm getting series of my month names, January to July. Wherever I'm dragging this till November or December, then continuing with the remaining months. The same again repeats as soon as I continuously drag this. This is what the custom list is there in the Excel. Now, the custom list or a fill series based on the pattern which you are going to provide. Now, what is pattern now? So, because here I just typed JAN, so I was able to get all the months. Suppose if I type small JAN, okay, small JAN, and I am able to get the remaining months in the same pattern. Though the pattern is what you are going to decide. So I wanted in small case, so I just typed JAN in small case and dragged it. Remaining months are also generated in the same way. And now this is only 3 digit. Suppose if I say January in capital letter, and I'm going to get remaining months in capital letter and the complete name for a particular month. So this is the custom list. Where this particular custom list is available, in a file menu, there is an option. In a file menu, there is an option. Click on the option, and in the advanced, there is something like the web list, web option, and in that there is in general, main category is general. In that web option, edit custom list. So This is what the custom list which is there in the Excel. Remember, here we are not able to record any numerical value. Don't think about the numerical value like starting from 1 to 100. We can record, but officially this is not going to consider, but alternative way we are able to record. Okay, why officially not possible? If I type 1 2 3 4 5, not able to generate. Okay, here I'm not able to, definitely not able to record. But if I type in a different way, say for example I typed 1 and 2 within the quotes. Okay, the same way, see, this is what the 1 and 2 is here. So this is what 1 and 2 is going to generate. Quotes, within the quotes 1 and 2. Say for example, okay, I will explain this little bit later. Now see, these are the month. Say MON, this pattern, complete day name, this pattern. See, I just now completed JAN, this pattern is ready, right? And January, complete month, and this are multiple times are there, right? So maybe with the comma, without comma, sometimes which is available. And even say monkey, cat, dog, this is what I recorded, which can the similar type of, and even car, bus, train, plane, ship we can record. Even say boy, girl, man, or a car, bus, and ABCD, ABC, comma DEF, right? That we can record. Or maybe some people, last time somebody asked me, I'm running a, I'm a teacher, I have around 70 students, so I need to, every time I don't want to type those names, so can you provide? So definitely we have taken that entire list. So we have taken our list initially from the Word and Word to Excel. We have pasted in the Excel, then I highlighted entire part and we are able to add that to the custom list. This is there available. As soon as you add this, it is available. So this is what the list of entries. See how many names you can easily, because as per this nearly 170 students are there, so we are able to add those names. And even I tried once with the university names, so maybe 1000 odd names it has taken, so that is sufficient. Even you can add many more because that's a normal text entry. So how to, right, how to record, now I will show you that. Say for example I'll go with your names only. I just close this. Okay, I'll just close this and say MONKEY, monkey. I'm just typing monkey and I'm just dragging this, so remaining names are coming up. Or maybe in this class I'll just type, guys, I'm sorry, I'm taking your names, right? And here say Hitler, then say Manish, then Darpan. Okay, example, or maybe Gunjan, right? I'm just taking your names here, and again I'm going back to option and advanced. There is something like web option, edit custom list. So this is what the edit custom list. Now here it is asking for the source. You don't have to type once again. You can also type here Hitler, comma, Manish, comma, Darpan, Gunjan. You can type here. Why to type again? So I just recording this. Locate your cursor, record this, and say import. Say Hitler, Manish, Darpan, Gunjan is automatically added into our custom list. So these names will be there in my system, my Excel, my system, it will be there, and you can close this. Right? You can close this. Click OK and close this. You can delete this entry, not required. Right? Not required. Any way you want, say Hitler. Remember how I recorded. I'm just typing and dragging this. Remaining names are coming up because 1, 2, 3, 4 names. So once 4 names ends, the next immediate starting number or starting name starts again. And even I'll type, even though I have not recorded in small case. Say for example, I'm typing in small case. All names are in small case. So I'm able to generate in all small case. Right? This is what the pattern. So I'm not able to generate maybe half. Say hit. I'm not able to do that because that is not recorded there. Even a January, February case what we have seen. JA, the duplicate of J will come, but in this case, see HIT. Alright. Similarly, you need to type everything, and even this pattern, Hitler, capital, first letter capital, remaining is small. So that pattern is possible. So this is what the custom list we are recording in the system, in particular system. And if I type 1 and 2 and 3, 4 or 5, if I type this, and if I go to file option, then advanced, then if I do this custom editing and say 1 to 5 and say import, not possible. It is not going to consider your 1, 2, 3 number. Because why 1, 2, 3 is not considered in custom list? Because we have something like fill series. So we can go with the fill series and we can populate any number of the numerical values. So this is not possible, and only thing is the names, location, right? Name, location or any other values we can record in Excel. This is what the name, see just now we have added the latest entry, it is available here. So this is the custom list from the Excel. Hope this is now clear. Custom list. Now similarly, alphanumeric is definitely possible. Definitely alphanumerical possible. Say 1 Ramu, 2 Ramesh, and 3 Harish. Example. So just now received a question from Shuprasad. Alphanumerical possible. This is possible because it will be a general category now. No more numerical values. This is general category of data. So I'm recording this. File, option, advance, add, import. So this is possible. Click done. Right? So this is possible. Simple, sir? Because this is no more numerical value. This is alphanumerical. This is general category, general data. Anything can be written in this category. 1 Ramu, dollar symbol, time, date, everything can be included on one row. So numerical, specific numerical values not possible. When it is not possible through web custom list for numerical values, we have a fill series. So I'm just going into fill series now. So fill series is somewhere it's here, and these are the option. First 4 options. These are the normal basic options. Then across worksheet. This is not activated as of now. So I will show you how to activate this. There is a procedure. And series and justify and the fill series. Sorry, flash fill. And also I'm going to show you one video in between for 2-3 minutes. I have one video. So in that there are 24 types of data extraction, addition, and the pattern, how we are able to fill that. Definitely I will show you that. Now starting with normal option. Suppose you have written something, instead of doing copy paste, so there is something Manipal is written, and even I'll delete this color so that it confuses you, right? So in this case, background yellow, on that Manipal is written. Suppose same thing can be replicated. Locate your cursor here or here or here, wherever you want. You can locate your cursor and use, say I'm going to fill up. I'm just filling the same thing. Say as soon as you fill up, so background color as well as Manipal is recorded. Now here I'm rotating my cursor, say right side, and here also say left side, and what is left now? Bottom or down. So we are able to replicate this. And even if I locate cursor here and say down, nothing is coming out, because your Excel is looking for the immediate cell, left, right, center, data. Is looking for the data which is not available, because there is a one cell gap. Suppose if I keep my cursor and say fill down, So that is going to record because there is a not gap. Immediately you can look for a value and you can record here. So these are the features, basic features which is available just to fill immediately. Sometimes we need to fill the same data in multiple rows and columns. We can use this. Otherwise, our favorite one is there. Copy and paste job is available. We can do that. Next one is, so this is over. The next one is series. Series where we are going to fill either to fill columns or rows. Okay, we can populate where you would like to populate the data. So either column or row. So we have something series in rows, series in column, and what type: linear, growth, date, or autofill, or you are going to get trend, step value, and the stop value. So let us take one by one now. Maybe I'll just go with maybe one or two values, or one or two or three, whichever value you want, you can insert. So let me clear first linear and the growth. Suppose I'll just click on a series, decide column. Guys, I'm not going to select this because it will distract my data, because there are some example data. So I'm going to fill only this way, column way. You can also try in row, because if you select row, so data is going to fill in row. So I'm going to use column, and the type I'm going to use is linear. Linear is nothing but the addition. In this case, linear is addition to the actual value to the given value. Now column and the linear. What is the trend here? Trend I will see little bit later. Now the step value. What will be the step value? Now you have a 2, right? Or maybe I can type 1. Right? I'm having starting value as a 1, and if I click on fill series, column, linear only, what will be the next value? What you would like to have next value? You want 2 or you want 3? You want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 10, or you want to have 1, 3, 5, 7, even number, odd number? You decide. So that is what the step value. In the next cell, if you want to have 2, number 2, then step value is 1 only. So 1, this one plus this one, next cell is 2. So like that your value continues. So series, column, step value is 1. I will show you 2-3 examples, then you can practice. So step value is 1. Where you would like to stop? Say I would like to stop at 20 or 200, 20,000 or 2 lakhs. You can type whichever value you want to stop. So I just say, because it will go out of my screen, so I just put value as 20. Remember, 1 to 20 is going to generate in no time, because 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4. So like that I'm going to click on OK. So till 20 we are able to see the values generated in single click. So this is your fill series in column. Once again, one more example. Fill series in column. I'm using same linear. Say this time 2. Then I'll give you a little lower value, say 15, and click OK. So 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7. So that alternative value is going to generate. So till 15 we are given till 15. So till 15 is generated. So this is linear. Again, once again, column and say 5 or maybe 4 or 5, and stop values 50. Okay, this you can decide, there is no rule on this, and click OK. So 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 plus 5 11, and it's like that it is going till 46. How much value we gave? 50 as the stop value. Why it is not reached 50? Because if it adds 41 5, 46, 46 5, so it will be 51. The result will be 51, but what we gave 50 is the stop value, so it is not able to reach that 50 point. So that is also one of the available keynote you need to take. So 46.5 step value, it will be a 51, but we typed as 50. So it stopped at 46 only. And even if you want to generate same later, you can highlight both the cell and you can keep on drag. So see 46, next value is 51, 56, 61. So that the same value difference is going to generate for you. Ultimately, I can tell you one thing. So you want to have a pattern, that's all. For example, if I type 2 and if I type 4 here, in one cell 2 and one cell 4, if I highlight both the cell and if I drag this, so that is what the pattern, and the series is going to fill. Now, I'll show you one more example. So I type 2 here and I type 4 here. And I'm going to highlight both the cell and click on fill and say series and linear only. You can see that trend. It is not going to alter any trend for you, right? Not going to alter any trend for you, but we have typed the 2 and 4 and we are able to drag this. So 2, 4, 6, 8, that combination follows. So that is what the linear series is talking about. So forget about step value and the stop value in this case, because we are defining the pattern, maybe 1 here and 3 here. We are defining the pattern and we are dragging this, right? We are defining 1 and 3 and along with that some more cell, blank cell. 1, 3 is written. Along with these two, I am highlighting some more cell. When I click on fill series, and you can check the trend. See trend. So 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. So the trend is going to follow. Step value is not required because till here we have highlighted the cell. Till there it is going to generate the value. So this is what your fill series, and I received questions from Shruti. Definitely you can. Shruti says, why you use the fill series when we have a drag option? So behind the drag option, so everybody wants to jump, but we need to know where to jump, how to jump, how we are able to jump. Okay, what was the force we have, or what are the concept we have to jump? So that's what the background area I given. So we can drag. While dragging, what is going to happen in the background, we can understand that step value and the trend and the stop value concept. Right? Fill series usually to fill the various data, linear data or growth data, and even fill series is basically or maybe maximum used in filling the dates, right? Back dates or maybe alternative dates or maybe only year. I'll pattern. I'll show you one by one. Shanto, you said instead of 1, can we start with any value? You can start with any value. There is no doubt on that. Right? So maybe Gunjan also said 2, 4, 5. Say she has sent one question 2, 4, and 5. So she has typed this. So if I drag this concept, so the same pattern follows. See 7, 8, 10. That one gap is available. See 2, 3 is not there. 4, 5. Right? So that pattern. So it is going to identify the pattern. Is going to generate that because pattern is only 2, not the 3. So here see one option 7. So here 3 is not there and direct 5. So here 7, 8, 9 is not there, 10. Say 11, 12 is not there, 13. So that pattern will follow. Alternative value, one difference is there. That is possible. That's what Gunjan said. So can we type 2, 4, 5 and that we can drag? Then definitely we are able to drag this and the same pattern is going to follow. One gap will be there. One pattern gap will be there. And we can start any value. Say for example, I am typing 5 and 10. 5, 10. That gap is going to allow. Or I am typing 5 and 100. 5, first value 5, second value is 100. See the difference. 100 to See the 5 to 100, what is the difference? To get this 100 minus 5, 95. So 100 plus 95, 195. So again 95, again 95. Adding 95 difference value in this case. So that is what the pattern, that is what the step value and the stop value here. And even if I use the next option in field series in column only, say in this case I'll use growth. Growth is something like multiplication, and step value you can provide 1 or 2 or 3. Say step value if I provide 2 and stop value say around 200. Just an example. Remember starting with 2 and step value added 2 and stop value somewhere 200 is written, or maybe 2000 I can type. Example, simple. So 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, right? That concept applies here. So remember 2 started, step value 2. Add this. So 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 2, 16. So till 1024. What we gave? 2000. Not possible because till here 1024 into 2, it crosses 2048. So it is not going to touch that mark. But we have this pattern to drag this. That pattern is available. Okay, but here see the problem is till here 512 into 2, 1024. So if I use this 2 pattern and drag from this point, so what will be the value? It's supposed to be 1024 by 1024 into 2. It's supposed to be 2048, but here it is considering the difference value 1024 minus 512. So that is not possible. So unless you hold this, what pattern is going to apply? Say in this case, I'll just delete everything. I'll just delete everything. Say 4 here. I'm just typing 4 here, and I'll just dragging some empty space, and I'm going to apply now series and the growth. Stop value not required because these many cells, because we have already highlighted, it is going to see 2 is here, 4 is here. It has taken 2 as a step value. Next value to get 4, 2 into 2, 4. So click OK. So till where it can reach? Till this value. So pyramid is generated, right? Pyramid is generated with that particular value. So linear and the growth concept which we can discuss. And even sometimes people want to drag, maybe I'll just delete this. Say for example 100 is here, 100 is here, and they want to add 100 plus 10% of 100, right? 100, what they do is equal to, here in this case we are not using any field series or any other value, say is equal to F5 plus F5 into 10 divided by 100, 110. Okay, so they want to add gradually, want to add a 10% to the calculated value. So here how to get this 110? So 100 plus 10% of that, so 110. And if I drag this value to the below cells, again 10% of this, again adding 10% of this, again adding 10% of this, like that. So we are able to add. Even you can think that why only the decimal integer values available? There are also decimal values, because you can adjust this point. You can check that. You can adjust this point, and you can check that there is a not only integer value, there is also decimal values. So 161 plus 10%, so 177.1561, because we have adjusted this decimal values, increase or decrease the decimal values. This we can adjust here, increase or decrease. Yes, definitely, Gunjan. The dragging only considers a linear type, not the growth type. And here, even in this case, even percentage calculation also, adding 10% gradually for each result. So in this case also, it is going with linear only, nothing else. Yeah, I know, Shiv Prasad, because there is a transmission delay, definitely 2 to 3 seconds will be there. Guys, if you are facing similar type of query, please let me know. I will go still further slow on the topic. Hope linear and this is clear now. Next one is the next concept I'm going in fill series only. Next one is the date, right? Column date only. Say, let me go with today's date, 18/06/2016. Today's date. Starting with today's only Saturday. Remember, I'm starting with Saturday. And fill series. And we have date, right? In the date, day is there, week, day, remember day, week, day, month, and the year. So if I say day, step value, so date also can be dragged and you can generate. So again the same concept applied here, not the growth, so only linear concept. So again 18/6 starting, step value is 1, and how to provide the stop value, any numerical value or exact date. So I can say 25/06/2016. I am not highlighted anything. Step value is 1 until 25/6/2016. Enter. So till then 25/6/2016 we are able to generate. And even if I drag this cell, I am able to generate the same thing. One step value, continuous date. Now if I type or if I drag this to 19 and say I'm just changing to 20th. Next date is 20th. Now this pattern is ready. That pattern is ready. Two dates are gap, 18, 19 or 20, 21, 22. That gap is there. One step value is available, so that we can also design. Further, weekday. Remember, today is Saturday. I'm going to have weekday. Weekday means the working day from Monday to Friday, not the weekend, because in Excel there are certain formulas. Net work days, right? There is a formula, net work days, to exclude Saturdays and Sundays, 52 Saturdays and 52 Sundays in a year. So those, sometimes we want to calculate total man hours or a total actual the holidays or actual days he has worked for the company. So we can use some formulas, net working days, or we have we have something like calculating the approximate, the integer along with the decimal years of the data, that also we can calculate. And here in this case, date and the weekday and the step value you decide, and the stop value I'm going to provide, say next month 25/07/2016. 25/07/2016. And one more note I'm going to provide here. In this case I'm typing 25/07/2016. And because I'm using 2013 version, and some people I think we are using 2010. In 10 especially, please write, if this is not going to consider 25/07, try to put 25/07 / Still, if it is not going to consider, then you can type 25, okay, 25 March or July, JULY, continuously 25 JULY and 2016. That also one pattern you can type. Otherwise, this is the best one, 25-07-2016. So remember, date starting with Saturday, today is Saturday, and weekday is the day unit, date unit, and I'm going to generate this now. Remember, my calendar is also ready. So 18, because I typed that and I have taken the date and started with that. So 18th is here, but where is your 25? So this date is not available. See, 24 is the last. Then 25 is not there. 26 is not there. Even here, we started with 18. So tomorrow, 19th June is not available. Even for next week, 25th and 26th is also not available. So we are only opted for weekday, not a weekend in this case. Otherwise, we don't have specific to weekend only. So it is going to exclude 19 and it's going to exclude 25 and 26 in this case. So and we are able to generate only weekdays, Monday to Friday dates. So this is weekday date unit, and even month, right? Month. So weekday is done, month. Now, if it is a month, step value let it be as a 1 only, and say I'm typing something like 20th December 2017. Remember, I'm started with today's date 18/6/2016 and I'm ending with 20th December 2017, next year. 20th/12/2017, next year. Remember, which is the unit? Month is the unit. When I click on this, so 18 is fixed and this is variation. The month is variation. See, 18/6, 18/7, 18/8 till 18/12/2017, because I used month as a unit. So I typed stop value as 20th December. The 20th December is not going to consider in this case. It's not going to consider. It says 18th December 2017 is the last date. So variation, where is the variation? Variation in the month and year only, not in the date. And similarly, the last one in that series, year. I'm typing something like 20 December 2040. 20th December 2040. My date unit is year. Click OK. So here 18/6 of that year, 18/6 of 2018. Everywhere 18 and the 6 is the fixed date, and only change is year, because we have highlighted year unit. Shri Prasad says, is this change as per the calendar date set in the system? Actually, the date is developed, or whenever we try to insert a date, the date is depending on our system date only. In our computer, there will be a system date, right? So that particular date only consider for generating. Otherwise, if you set for 2017, definitely start with 2017 only, because interconnected, system date and time is interconnected. Yeah, definitely correct. What you said is, in some of the case, maybe we are working from Monday to Friday. In our case, we are working from Monday to Friday. Some people are working from Sunday to Thursday. Like Shri Prasad said, in Saudi or in Gulf countries, they are not working on Friday and Saturdays. Definitely, you are right. And their days, the weekday starts with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday till Thursday, because we have some method in formula that I'm going to explain in the maybe in the next session. So we can redefine that count. Suppose you are providing, suppose you are going to identify difference between two dates. So into identifying difference between two dates with method. There is a method. What method? Method is whether you belongs to this method. This method means like in our country here, India, say start from Monday to Friday. So method number one. So we can define that method number one. And in your case, method number 11 or method number 12. There are 15-20 methods are available. So we can define that in the formula and we can get the result, immediate result, because we are defining that system, date and the method. And even forget about Saturday, Sundays or maybe Friday, Saturday holiday for you. Even apart from whatever the difference date will come, plus we can add 5 holidays for entire year or 11 holidays for entire year. Again, excluding Saturdays and Sundays, excluding Friday and Saturday. That we can do that. That method I will show you definitely. Shiv Prasad, best the thing you have asked. So that's what required. Date and time function. I definitely I will explore one by one. So this is normal one, normal generation of date. Otherwise, we have something different. And here is also fine. So we have seen the entire fill series and the different type and the different date. Autofill and all, you can just click on, say this is what the date, and click on series and click on autofill. So we are able to fill the data. Autofill, because only one date is defined. One date is defined, and along with that some more cells, empty cells are highlighted, and click on a series and autofill. That's all. So we are able to fill that data, right? So possible. And there is one more query from Kaushik. Yes. Kaushik, fill option is there from since beginning in 2007 version 2 till 2016. Definitely options are available. Maybe the tabs are different, and if you are not identified that, definitely I will locate that link and I'll send you the screenshot where the fill series is. Alright, definitely it is available. Because fill series is the base for your Excel, because we are able to populate the data. We are not able to identify, definitely. Usually it comes under home ribbon only. Home ribbon in that editing, this particular editing tab. Okay, definitely, because at present I am using Excel 2013, and definitely I will send you the screenshot maybe maybe in the evening. I will send you the screenshot or maybe the URL of that particular window which is there in 2010. Definitely I am sure that there is a fill series, and only thing is not there, the flash fill. Okay, what I am going to explain now, the flash fill, which is not there in Excel 2010, but you can learn the concept, because day by day we are using different software, so better learn the updated one. Even I'm feeling guilty actually. I thought of explaining 2016, because already 2016 Pro is in the market. So but the course is designed on 2010, and even I'm clearing the gap from 2010 and 2013, because there are 7-6 concepts are new added here. So thought of taking 2013 only here. Okay, this is one of the topic, which is flash fill in fill series. And in data, we have something like okay, when we insert the pivot table and pivot chart, and we'll get, at present it is not activated here. Once we activate pivot table, we have something like the watch window, and even we have something like slicer tool, timeline slicer, which is there in 2013, not there in 2010. So better to learn the advanced one. Now one more thing is the flash fill. This is best tool I have ever seen. This is also one of the custom list only, but we are able to design our own pattern using a flash fill. Now there is a keyboard shortcut Control Enter and Control E. I've just written here for your reference, and same sheet I'm going to share once close this session. Now there are certain data like say some student roll number, and there are maybe the sub number or any other numbers, or some values with dollar symbol, with integer portion, with decimal portion. Integer is 98. Dot after dot there is a 03. There is a decimal values, and in this case Anju Purti, Asha Gautam. Some names are available, and I'm just generating criteria. Your manager is asking, can you please only collect the data from this column, particular this column. I need, your manager is asking you, I need data from column K. I just need a dollar and 98. Okay, this is your entire tabular data at present, entire tabular data. Definitely you're going to love this. So this is your tabular data. Your manager is asking, I just need dollar space and 98 or $78, $88, whatever it is. So I need only this 98. I don't want that 0.03 and all. So I just said 98. I just typed 98, and I'm going to highlight remaining cell also. $98 remaining cell. In the fill there is something like flash fill. So you can just see how much time is saved now. So otherwise what you would have done, you copied this, not wasting your particular source data, copy this somewhere here and delete that after decimal point and every cell. So minimum 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes it will take. But what we have done here, so your manager said I want only integer portion of this data. So I just typed 98 and highlighted remaining cell also. Just go to fill and say flash fill. Done. Okay, this is one of the example. Now your another manager is asking, I want that dollar symbol and I don't want integer portion, I want only 03. Right, I want that only 03 pertaining to this roll number. This is a student, Anju Purti is a student, and this roll number. So you can again fill that with flash fill. Accurate data, how much time it saves? So 0.0314, everything is perfect. Now your manager says, I want, this is something I need to realign, right? So this data need to be realigned, and I need everything in one particular column. Say I want ANJHU. Remember how I am typing. This is capital. Doesn't matter. ANJHU, Anju. I want Anju. Then I want this roll number. So roll number say 140 801 4661, and then I want how much fees he has paid. Say $98.03. This is what I'm preparing the pattern. So fill and flash fill. So what happened? Anju, Asha, Kumar, Jyoti, Ramesh, with roll number, with the dollar symbol, with how much fees they have paid, everything is copied. Something interesting, something useful, very useful, because especially in data management in all the companies, especially in our universities, so people are loving this option. All right, so order pattern you are going to generate. Say for example Anju A, I'm taking A and space Purti. Got it? A Purti. I don't want complete. A Purti. So fill series and flash fill. A Gautam, K Gaurav, J Kumari, R Singh. Something good? So what else you want? So this is what the pattern where it is required to generate the entire data. Right? Definitely, Abhijit, this is required for multiple thing, and this is not going to consider for different worksheet are not possible actually. Okay, Shruti said, can we do it for different worksheet? Definitely, it is not. I tried in different methods, so I tried to explore in different way, but it is not worked because as and when if I start from here, suppose I was doing here concept, if I take this from here, say for example, I want 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just typing 3 and I'm just remaining, I'm highlighting it and say flash fill. It is not going to support you because it looks for immediate column or immediate row of data. So there is a gap of data. So it's not able to do that request for you. Not possible. Maybe when you set this, so maybe I will do one alternative method. Yes, anyway, row wise, column wise, it is possible. Row wise also it is possible because here how the patterns you are going to get that we can follow this. We can try here. It looks for the data because why I tried here because this data is aligned horizontally one by one. So horizontally. Archana, definitely, I am not sure why you are getting the problem. Guys, please confirm because there is Archana says she's not. Her screen is stuck. Is the same thing with your screen also? Maybe because I there is no option like refreshing. Okay, Kaushik says it happens once. Okay, this is maybe because of internet because everywhere. I should not say this because monsoon season, everywhere rain started. Okay, fine. Maybe I'll go a little bit slower now. That may be the reason. Okay, Gunjan says that is fine for her. Shruti, definitely I'll come back to you. I'll explain that the trend checkbox in field series. We are talking about this one. Yeah, you're talking about this definitely. I don't mind. So you're talking about trend. Trend means without providing any value. At present, so starting value is 1, right? Say for example, if I just highlight this as a middle one, say 1 or 2 or whatever the value is there. So this value is available and next value is there 4. Okay, just providing. Okay, first value is 2, second value is 4 and similarly I will highlight some more blank cell and when I click on the series and just say trend, that means till here the same trend see automatically is generated this trend. So what is trend? Plus first one is 2, second value is 4, so definitely step value is 2. That is what the trend you need to follow till where stop value is not activated. Till where? Because my cell is already highlighted till here you need to go with the same trend. So I just highlight this trend, no need to provide any step value because I have highlighted some till where to fill till here. So just click on trend and close it. Similar way the data is going to fill that. So trend is already recorded, so trend is clear. If I don't type anything, say even if I don't type 2 here and if I highlight some more cell, show you that also. So 2 here and if I type trend, so default trend it will take default step value. See default step value 1. So till there it is going to fill the data. Kaushik, better even Kaushik as well as Archana, can you please re-log in? I'll go a little bit slower. By the time you can re-log in, definitely that will support you. Okay, Shruti, I think you are not getting any problems. You are lucky now. Okay, Shruti, I have cleared your doubt. So I just showed the trend. Hope you are able to see that. And even I'm going to complete with the flash fill. Kaushik and Archana, you can come back soon. I'm just continuing with the same flash fill, and I'm going to show you one video which shows around 24 types of data integration. No, definitely you don't have to select any number of cells here. In this case, this is your source data. This is your source data, which I'm not going to touch in any way. This is your source data. I am not going to touch in any way because here your data is aligned. This is your tabular data. So I was using concept here. If I start using here, it looks for the data for particular column, not the multiple column, because this is the adjacent, because this entire roll number. If I use data here, it will only take this column. If I data use here, this column. But this is what ideal column is. In other case, what we do, we can transpose this data into multiple dimension. Then we can extract the value. But here in this case, we want to generate the pattern. Right? Even one more example. One more example. ANJHU, Anju. I'm providing hyphen and PURTY. Hyphen, nowhere hyphen is there. I have inserted hyphen there and fill that flash. So Asha Gautam, Kumar Gaurav, that hyphen, that is what the pattern you are going to insert. It supports insert, it supports extract, it supports integration in flash filling. Right? Hyphen, nowhere it is hyphen. Till now we are thinking that whichever data available in the subsequent column, it is going to call that. Definitely yes, but addition, integration of the third party element, in this case hyphen, that is also possible. Now let me show you. I'll just go out of my screen. I'll just load one video. By the time I think Archana and Kaushik will come back, maybe in 5-10 seconds. I'm just opening that video and I'm keeping it ready. As soon as they'll log in, flash, yes, my audio is ready. Done. Yes, now again I'm going to, yes, Kaushik, I think you are back. What about Archana? Archana is also back. Yes. Now, I'm just playing this. It will take another 2-3 minutes. Yes, done. Now, this is actually one of the YouTube video. I will share the YouTube video link if you want to see once again later. So in this case, the examples data. Guys, please confirm whether you're able to see my screen because it's a different video screen. Okay, done. Done, Kaushik. Done. Done, guys. Yeah, thank you. Now, in this case, I'm just playing this. In this case, so names, right? Names are available, and we can, as of now, we have seen integrating in one cell. But in this case, already names are available in one column, and that can be extracted to multiple columns. So concatenation function, do you remember? I hope you remember second session, concatenation. So there is one more addition to that concatenation. So I'm just playing this video. So in this, so first initial, right, flash fill. say first initial or last initial. So we can extract from the particular target cell. So Neil here, Libya here. So control keyboard shortcut control E and control enter. So keyboard shortcut is a control E, right? And see first name last name. Now it is not going to change. So this option, suppose you have done the flash fill and after that you have changed this name, maybe some different name, automatically it is not going to change because this is not the formula. This is flash fill. So if you want to refresh, once again apply flash fill. So it will fill the data. So just now here in video, he tried to change the first names Stu and GIJ. If when he changed that name, it is not going to reflect here because this is not the formula. Because in formula what happens, as soon as numerical value changes, our result is going to change. But here that is not possible. And next example, first letter of a first name N, only N is extracted. Last or a first letter of last name, so L. So N and L initials of two names are extracted, or only N and L. That combination we have seen in our normal Excel sheet. And first two character of first name NE. It is not that always we need to bifurcate with the space, not required. In NE and even first three character of a first name, that is also possible. It supports nearly 24 types, I believe, but let me show you the examples. See four names. See now NEIL. He typed only NEIL. People think that first four character of a first name. Here NEIL. He typed that and he entered. The concept says first four character. Okay, first four characters of a first name. Definitely the concept wise this is different. Here he typed NEIL, but Matthew is more than four characters. So Matthew, Atlia, right, are the different character count, but it's supporting that combination. And even Darpan, definitely it is not available in 2007, and even this is not available in 2010. As I said earlier, it is only available in 2013. Okay, next example. This is what the extract function it support. The next one, oh, this was character count, so not required. I'm just taking this further. We'll see something different. Right, this is first name and the second name initial. So that is also possible that we have seen earlier. Next example, see the dots. NEIL, extract. So dot is not required. NEIL, dot is not there. And symbol, add symbol. It supports add symbol also. NEIL. So before NEIL. So not required. And together, first name and second name. Suppose if it is there in the different column, so we can extract, concatenate that. Concatenate and join in one column. Concatenating 1, 2, so one cell. Next example, extracting. In this case, in a date column, there is a month, there is a date, and there is a year. So we can individually extract those things like year 2012 and see day 24. I'm typing 24. He's typing 24. So 24 and do that. So what happens? So same thing. All the dates are applicated in different columns. Then the month 7. Typing month 7 and ending month is 8. So that is also possible. Okay, Venkat says, what if when there are two words in the first name? Definitely you can define that because in some cases you need to intervene, and you have to definitely you need to work on that, because two words you type, that means in a different column or different rows there will be only two names in one column. One of the column may be three names. So in that case you need to manually enter. We'll see that example once I close this video. Definitely we'll address that. Now here, see the date, everything is extracted in different column. What is the next example? This is the decimal point. So 0.65, $9765. This also I have explained. So only 0.65 and only 0.65. So after decimal point we can extract that. And integer, only integer, $97. So extracted $97. See here, dollar is only dollar symbol, $97. So earlier dollar symbol is excluded, so only dollar symbol. And here see one more important concatenation in one cell. See, date 7/24/2012 space $97.65. So date and the sales value in one particular column. Done. Alright. So date from here, this column A, sales value from column B, and combined and represented that. And even the next one, next example, something different. Yeah, now here the insert concept, insert, whichever is not there, that we can insert. Say date 7/24/2012, comma is inserted, comma, nowhere comma, inserted, and the $97.65. So that insert concept it supports. So insert. The next one is the insert text. Okay, remember, I think Shiv Prasad also asked similar to this, because earlier we are only calling data from adjacent column. In this case, date label from the extreme, the first top row, date colon. Insert command means whatever insert. Kaushik, you are talking about insert. Insert means, see, date is there, but this colon we are inserting whatever component. In earlier case, here in this case, okay, in this case, wait, I'm just taking my video back. In this case, insert concept is insert, just a label for your understanding. So date, right? I'm typing date, okay, and nowhere comma is there, right? In this case also there is no comma. In this case also there is no comma, but we are going to insert that comma, date, after that comma, and sales value, that insert concept. So comma is the pattern which you are going to add for all the data. Next one is, I think it will address Shiv Prasad's question. So insert text concept. So date from here and the colon, just type this date 7/24/2012. You can add comma also, which is not there. Then the sales, this label, colon, then the $97.65. Why? What happened now? So multiple insertion, taken date from here, sales from here, and there is a colon. So that is also possible. You do one thing, you just practice inserting more and more things, then extract the value. And even what will be the next example? Again, extracting hour, extracting minute, extracting second from the given time, a time sheet, so that we can extract. Say hour 1, 4, 6, 11, 9, or if it is 24-hour cycle, it may be 13. This may be 4, maybe a 16, right? and here minute, 1 hour 12 minutes, so 12, so that minute is extracted. Seconds also we can extract, hour and minute, hour 1 colon 12, so only hour and minute, we don't want second, we can extract that 1 and 12, 1 hour 12 minute, we can type only 1 hour 12 minute. Next one is even you can convert that into 24-hour cycle, or you can just reformat that. That's also possible, because sometimes we write 1:12 p.m. right, or 4:18 p.m. So you just change the format to a 24-hour cycle. Right? Instead of 4, it will write 16:18. 4 is nothing but in a continuous cycle. 16 is the 4 equivalent to 4. 4:18. So that we can do that. So these are the example. Initial and the dot, initial n dot leap year. See, taken n, inserted dot, extract and insert. What we extracted? N from here, and what we have inserted? Dot here, n from here, inserted dot and leap year. So n dot leap year. So reverse order, this is possible? Definitely. I want last name first, first name last. So leap year and the name. Reversing of name, no need of copy pasting again. So reversing of name, leap year first, Neil second. So that reverse. Reverse initial, reverse L, leap year, comma, reverse and insert. When you reverse this name first, and you can insert comma or a colon or a hyphen, then insert the name. So that is also possible. Totally, it's supposed 24 or 25 types in flash fill. Hope you enjoyed this. Definitely, it's required. And yeah, one more example. Kaushik, still you have a doubt on that insert option? I don't think so. You have that doubt now because you have seen multiple times. Kaushik, this is not. Yeah, concept is clear, right? So you want to learn only for the exam, or you want to increase your knowledge? Okay, try to install the newer version. I always tell people better to work on newer trends, new technology. Fine. So Venkat says, say for example, in one of the names, maybe first names are two names like Anju, Amin, anything. Okay, maybe a different name, Amin, Purti. So first name, if I type ANJHU, because something interesting question he raised, Venkat, Anju, and say Amin. Then in this case, what happens? Supposed to be there are three names in the first row, and remainings are normal names only. And say fill flash fill. So here you can check that. See this Anju, and she is not going to consider the second name for here because he is not considering the second name here. In this case, only the first name only is considering. Amin is something pattern is different pattern. Here there are two names pattern, and here it is three name pattern. So that's what the clash happens sometimes. Otherwise, definitely not. Maybe if I type Amin first, okay. Let me go with this combination, Amin, and say Purti. I'm just leaving this Anju and doing Amit and Purti. Let us see what happens. Now see, Amit, Purti, Asha, Gautam. In this case, it is working properly. When I tried that earlier version, Amit and Amin, got it, Venkat? How it is going, Anju? and Amin and remaining concept. See here. If I do Amin Purti, then it is going to consider, because the side by side switchover character is not considered. See Anju, switchover, Asha Gautam. So in this way there is no pattern. Only here pattern. Okay, now this is done. Flash fill done. In the fill series, we have seen for this and series clear. Entire thing is clear, and we have something justify, and we have something to discuss on this fill across. Okay, now let me take off justify first, and before then I need to work on something. Maybe in this order. I'm just, because in the last session I used something different. Harish, Mahesh, and say Girish. Okay. Now there are certain names. Maybe I can delete this also in row. There are certain names, and this justification or justify, it is not related to your formatting. In Word document, we have something justification because we are aligning paragraph text to left margin and the right margin. That is what the justification. I hope you know that what is justification at least. So justification, aligning the paragraph text to left column or left margin to right margin. But here justification is something different. What are we going to do with justification in Excel? So everybody asks the same question. Now something Ramesh, maybe say Ramesh and Harish, Mahesh, Girish, they are all in independent cell. For your reference, they are all in different cells. You can check. They are in different cells, cell number 2 to cell number 9. Now I am going to highlight all the names from Ramesh to Manipal Global, and I am going to increase the width of that particular column A. Correct? First you highlight entire cell, and I'm increasing the width of the column. Then just go to fill and say justify. What happened? Now entire cell contents are occupied in one cell, one particular cell, because it can accommodate Ramesh, Harish, Mahesh, Girish till Manipal Global in one cell. Now at present the source are there in one cell, so I'm just going to reduce the width somewhere till here. After Ramesh, my width of the column A is somewhere after Ramesh, right? Then fill and say justify. Now text will extend below selected range. Text will extend below selected range. Click on OK. Now again what happened? Ramesh again in independent cell, Harish, Mahesh, Girish, and even Manipal and Global, which were earlier in the one column or one particular cell, now posted into two different cells. Manipal in one cell, cell number A9, and Global in cell number A10. This is what the justification here. Justify in the Excel. Sometimes we want to align values, numerical values or names. Now I'll just increase little bit. Okay, we know that till here we can reduce these cells till here, and all are visible. Suppose if I increase somewhere little bit here, okay, right? Then if I apply the same justification, again what happened? Again Ramesh, Harish, Mahesh, Girish, and Srini, Nikhil, Soumya, Manipal Global are able to accommodate in 4 cells. 1, 2, 3, 4 cells only. And further, if I increase justify, further only 2 cells only. Okay, Shruti says, how can I get Ramesh, Harish and Mahesh in the cell A2? Ramesh, Harish and Mahesh in cell A2. Now I'm just taking my cursor somewhere till here and applying justify. So what happened? So Ramesh, Harish and Mahesh. So they are in one cell and Girish and Srini is in one cell. Okay. Before you apply, earlier there is Manipal Global also. Before you take your cursor somewhere here, then highlight the both the cell, then apply. Otherwise you lose the data. See. Done, Shruti? And here we are not merging anything. We are merging is taking place only with the content, not with the cell. And now one more thing. Shruti said something one below the other. So we are able to get this data in one cell. So what we can do is, there is something like, suppose you have this type of situation, there is something like the extraction from the data text column. Remember guys, what we have saw as of now is the justification, increasing the width, decreasing the width, and we try to place the names in one particular cell. Suppose I need to extract this Ramesh, Harish, Mahesh in the different column or a different cells or one below the other without doing any copy paste job. And in a data ribbon, there is something like text to column. Data ribbon, text to column. There is something like fixed width and eliminated width, characters such as comma, tab, because your names are bifurcated with comma or hyphen or a tab, you can go with this. Otherwise, you can go with the fixed width of Ramesh, Harish and Mahesh. That is what Shruti is requesting me. So Ramesh, Harish and Mahesh, and click on next, and you can bifurcate this angle if required. Otherwise, system is going to do it for you. You don't have to. Maybe Ramesh in one cell, Harish and Mahesh in another cell. That you can bifurcate. Instead of bifurcating three, again you can work with this. Harish, Ramesh in one cell, Harish in one cell, and Mahesh in one cell. That is, you can decide. Next one, we can say general category. So this will be here. Harish and Mahesh will be pushed to somewhere different. So general category and finish. So Ramesh, Harish and Mahesh are distributed into T different cell, and we have learned something today. So copy that. I can transpose this one below the other. This is what the Shruti you want. So how much time I spend? Nothing. Maybe 5 seconds. Right. First is distribute text to a column. Distribute column. Then you distribute in a row or distribute in a column. We have the transformation option. Anytime we can transform to vertical, transform to horizontal angle. This is possible. So justification is clear. Darpan, I didn't go anywhere. I just selected the cell. Shruti wanted names are in different particular cell. So I just highlighted this cell, and there is we are earlier here home ribbon. I just clicked on data ribbon, data menu or a data ribbon, because in 2010, 13 they say ribbon. These menus are called as ribbon, data ribbon. In that text to column. So click on that text to column, this option, text to column. Hope you are able to see this option, text to column. And even in 2010 it is available. In 2007 also it is available. Okay, and convert text to column. So fixed width. We have a name Harish, Girish, Mahesh, right? So and if you don't want in 3 different column, you define these arrows, right? Define this arrow. Next, general category and finish. So Harish and Mahesh in different cell, Ramesh in one different cell. That is also possible. 3 different column or 2 different column. You can decide that. Okay guys, justification is done. Now one more thing I wanted to explain. Suppose if I take my cursor, so Ramesh is here. Suppose if I take my cursor somewhere till M in this case. Okay, maybe I'll just cut this and paste here somewhere so that, okay, suppose if I take my cursor somewhere after M, if I apply the same thing, fill and justification, text will be extended to below selected range. So again, see what happened. So Soumya, Manipal, Global, Harish, all are extracted. But I took my cursor on top of M because it goes with the spacing between words. So here before R, after H, there is no other component, so it's not able to bifurcate. Suppose if I have a space after RAM, there is a space and later ESH. System is not going to consider this is Ramesh as a complete one. Now it becomes Ram and Ish. Right? Now if you do this, right after M, just example, don't worry about this data now, only RAM, my cursor is here, my column width is here, and when I apply justify, it says same question, then you can check that RAM in one cell, ESH is in one cell. So that bifurcation it can take because we have provided space after RAM, and I was keep telling that in Excel, after every word or before the name or after the name, if you provide 1 space, 2 space, that is considered as a character count. Because in text function, I will show you some text function in the next session along with the date and time function. So whenever we have some extra additional character, blank character, so that is also considered as a character count, right, in Excel. So that's what is happening here, bifurcation. So this is what your justification, and the last one is left out is this. I hope you remember, we have not yet activated across worksheet. See here. And there is a question from Hitler. Is there any data missed? Definitely here data missed because I just selected only RAM cell, not any other cell. If I am not going to select all the cell, so whenever it push to the next cell data is going to lose. I'll just do Control Z. I will show you what happened. I'll just do Control Z. There is a Girish, especially there is a Girish. When its ESH is pushed to the next row, so this Girish is going to lose. So better you highlight all the cell, then do it. So it pushed everything. See, it will push. Girish will be there, ES will be there, Srini will be there, everybody will be there. If you take only these two, if I highlight only one cell, I'm not going to highlight remaining cell. Then when I apply this justify, so that Girish is gone, Srini is there, that Girish cell is become ESH now. Okay, Hitler? So this is what we wanted to clarify, right? Yeah, done. The next thing is only one concept left is fill across. As of now, nothing is activated. Now, I'll just go to sheet number 1. Right, sheet number 1. I'll take some data. I need some data. Say, I will take only this much. I'll just take some data and I'll paste somewhere here. Okay, sheet number 1, this much data is available. And sheet number 2, empty sheet. 3 is empty, 4 is empty, and 5 is empty for your reference. Sheet number 1, we have a data. Remember, this is what the data. Now, if I tell you, I need this same tabular data or this entire data, I need it in all the Excel sheet. That is from sheet number 2 to sheet number 5. What we do? We just take this copy copy this and paste wherever the sheets are there. We are going there and we are pasting there, right? So that's what we people think immediately. So instead of that, I'm going to highlight only data. I'm not going to do any copy or a paste job here. I'm just highlighting the data and I'm going to hold my control key. Remember, I just highlighted my data and holding my control key. On my laptop, I'm just holding my control key and I'm going to select sheet 2, sheet 3 and sheet 4 and sheet 5. Because when I hold control key, I'm able to tag remaining sheets. That means instead of that, that is a grouping of remaining sheets. That's what we wanted. We want to replicate this table in remaining sheets. So I'm holding control key, selected sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5. Now this is activated, remaining is not activated. This is activated. Fill across. Click OK. Now it will ask you all. All means there is a background color. There is a text. Which one you want? All means background color is also going to transfer and content is also going to transfer. If I only say content, so in this case I'll just say content or contents and click OK. Right? What happened? Sheet 1, this table is there. Sheet 2, table is there. 3, 4, 5, everywhere same data is available. Once again, I'm going to highlight this entire table and holding my control key. Sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4 and sheet 5. Then again, I'm going to fill across. This time I will just say format. What is format? There is a border color black, border line and the border color black and the background yellow color. So formats, not the content. Click OK. So now you can check. So here earlier contents were already there. So here background is also transferred. Background color, see, border and the background color. Earlier contents were transferred. Now background color and the border color is also transferred. Now I'll just go out. Sheet 2, sheet 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm leaving this sheet 1 and I'm highlighting sheet 2 to sheet 5 and I'm just deleting this. Right, you can check now. Sheet 2, no data. Sheet 3, no data. Sheet 4 also no data. Sheet 5 also no data. Clear? Or I can go to format or delete or clear format. Highlight this particular area, highlight and say clear format. So all the cells formats are cleared now. Sheet 2, 3, 4, 5 all are clear. Either content is there or format is there. Everything is terminated. My source data is here, sheet 1. Manish, don't do any copy or paste. I'm not doing any copy paste. Just highlight this. In this case, I just highlighted. Hold your control key. Sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5. Then fill across. I'll just take format this time. Click OK. Now sheet 2 only format. Sheet 3 only format. 4, 5 only formats. Okay. Right guys, so fill series was a huge topic to cover. So fill series, these are the options. Across, series, justify, flash fill. So please practice. I'm going to stop here. Further I'm not going to take you to further topic. So I'm going to stop it here. Now before I conclude, I will share my topic. Hitler, what you're asking about is the destination option. Destination means because we are holding source data wherever the source data are available, holding that and we are transferring that. Okay, maybe I'll tell you. I'll show you one more thing. Suppose I think you just correct me if I'm wrong. So this is my source, right? So this is my source. If I holding this content and I'm holding my control key, I'm going to sheet 2, right? Sheet 2 or sheet 3 or sheet 5. It is not going to allow me to select where I'm going to transfer that data, particular data. Or maybe before you do control key, say for example, you have 3 column and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Suppose say 3 column, 5 rows. Sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5 and sheet 1. Okay. So go any order, it does not allow you to do that now. See where my sheet 1? Sheet 1 is somewhere here. Somewhere here. See sheet 1. So when I highlight this and when I apply this, let us try this last chance. Across all, I need color and content. So all. So what happens? So it is going to fill that area only, not this area what we prefer. So I highlighted this area while grouping. So it has not gone there. So replicating exact location, exact color and the content in the exact location, because each Excel references uses the same relative references A, B, C column 1 to 5 rows. That is what the difference here. So once data is replicated, I think it's very useful to deliver wherever you want instead of copying that. Here I'm talking about this one. Say for example, you're starting with sheet 1 and suppose in sheet 2, right? Sheet 1 is the actual data. Sheet 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I can clear sheet 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm clear all. So there is no data. Okay. Sheet 2. No, it is still. I'm clearing the data. Clear all. Alright. Now only data is here. Now Hitler says if I highlight this, okay, if I highlight this and I'm holding my control key, and if I go to sheet 2, 3, 4, 5 or maybe sheet 2, I'm not able to highlight that because it's going to group this starting from this sheet. I'm not able to trace that location. And if you go by reverse order, say for example sheet 2, you highlight something 3 column and the 5 rows. Okay, if you do it in a different way, because you define the space and hold your control key and come back to sheet 1, and when you come back to the sheet 1, so sheet 1 is not going to show your actual data. It's not going to show you anything because it is cleared now. Got it? What I'm talking about? Not allow. Basically, it is not going to allow you to highlight the data. Empty. Immediately empty data. So I will share the resources link. Yeah, these are the Excel files you can copy from here, and even Excel sheet which I am using now, that also. And the same Excel sheet, you just scroll down, there is the flash fill which I took now. So in the flash fill there is a YouTube link also. If you want to go through once again that video, there is a URL for YouTube. You can also go through that. Okay. So chat, you are not able to copy the data. You are able to see my messages, Shruti. I just now pasted the URL. Just copy that URL, that's all. You don't have to do anything. Just copy that URL. And don't click on the URL, just copy that URL to the notepad, then you copy paste in your browser, not directly. Sure, I will send recorded session link. This is as of now is getting recorded. So maybe tomorrow or Monday. So I will send the recorded link for all the previous session as well along with this session, session number 5 on Monday. Okay, along with the resources also. Fine. And Excel sheet only I just copied there the Dropbox link which I just now pasted now in the chat window. That is what the Excel sheet which I am using now. I will do one thing if possible. File transfer. Okay. I'll just share. Yeah, I'm just sharing Excel sheet now. Online, I'm sharing the Excel sheet. Just let me know. Okay, I just now shared the Excel sheet. I given a control. You can right click and download your file. Transfer. I just give the option to transfer. Just try to right click and save the file. Possible, you can let me know whether you are able to download the file. Even PPT also you can download. PPT is not required, but Excel sheet. So Darpan, in that particular link which I sent above, which has resources for session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same URL. I can go with this URL also. Yeah, check this URL. Session number 234. So this URL. Okay guys, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Again we'll meet. We'll send you that updated link for the next session. So as of now not yet scheduled. So definitely we'll send you. And we need to learn some more concept. Gujan, don't worry. On Monday, I will send all the files to your email ID because I have your entire email ID and along with the recorded link. Because in Excel there are 16 files, 16 worksheets. So it is not considering that. I tried that here. Only PPT you can download. But anyway, I will send it to your email IDs on Monday. Okay guys, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day.